Alright, friends. It's gonna get dark very, very soon. So I'm gonna push in. Might be a little stop and go depending on how things go down. Got a little when I come here and it gets dark, I tend to get lost. Even with the flashlight, it's really sketchy in this spot. I don't know why. I think it's just because there's so many eyes on me that I get a little freaked out, and I tend to lose my composure. So hopefully having him with me should keep things smooth moving. Trusty service dog, Gunner. For those of you who don't know, it's Gunner. I had trained him myself as my service dog. Took us a long time, a couple of years worth. But it's my buddy. He was itching to get out, so here we are. This location is where we're going. This is a big area. I don't think we're gonna make it to the big blind. Where we're going is back towards wow. I don't know if that was loud enough for you guys to hear. I hope that got picked up. So what I was gonna say was this is the location of a video called Bigfoot Speaks and Throws Rocks. If I had to guess, that's mimicking the fire siren or the tornado siren in some places. It's storm siren, whatever. It's the same thing. Overseas in Afghanistan, it's a mortar and a missile warning. It might be a different siren for all I know. It's hard to say. I think I hear it now. I think I hear like an ambulance maybe. It's hard to say. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna go down in here. DSMO, you were the reason we're here, buddy. You brought this up to me yesterday, this location in that video. So, thank you. I like when you guys, for those of you who watch old videos and you really enjoy them and you replay them and stuff, because there's one you specifically like or some that you specifically like. That's awesome to me. Alright, so this is where it all started. Right here. I believe this is the stretch where it all started. So, yeah, if I remember the right video, if I'm remembering the right one, because I don't watch my stuff, whatever it was running along that ridge. So the big blind is way back there, probably about a mile back. Whatever it was, took this, there's a trail here that goes up and winds up. That's the only way to get up, really. But whatever it was, started up here somewhere, and was able to get through all that area. I mean, quick. Really quick. I've heard whistles come from up there. I've had a lot of experiences in this particular spot. So excuse me if I'm not talking about the exact same scenario. I don't mind being wrong. I'm just trying to give a backstory. Hopefully I'm doing the right one. Hang on, blow my nose so we don't sniffle here. Still very torn if those were sirens or not. I think there might have been sirens, like actual sirens, but the original one seemed very, very close. Like it was in the woods. Gunner, where you at? Come on. Heel. Watch the leaves, they're slippery. Huh. Trying to tell me something? Are we going up that way? Look at that. Look at that little subtle, that bend. See how that tree is bent and hooked onto that down tree? Guys, we're getting a lot of new people in and they're asking a lot of questions, and I hate it because they're lost. They're lost in the sauce. They're dropping names, and some of the times they drop a name, I'm like, because it's so counterproductive. Because I know, because I've been there, and I know how ass backwards it is, and it's literally being at some of these channels. You're meant to go in circles and chase your tail. That's the whole purpose. They want you to do that, so you never leave. I want you to get what we get, and pass it out, give it out, take it, leave it, whatever. If you like it, use it. Anyway, I said that to say, if you guys see a comment that I haven't replied to, and you guys know the answer, please let them know they're not alone. Or tell them something simple like, hey, hit the subscribe, and when he goes live next time, tune in. He'll answer your question, something to that effect. I don't know where the dog went. Gunner! I have no idea where he went. Gunner! Something move up there. Oh shit, how did he get up here? How did he get over here? Gunner! Gun! Over here, pup. How did you get there? Hey! What are you doing? Took me into uncharted territories and ditched me. Alright, let's cross trail. Okay, we could use this. This is a little better. Oh, it could have been him that flew by over there. Oh, he's looking too. He's looking that way too, so who knows. Could have been him that did cross the trail up there. Whatever it was low to the ground behind the brush. Gunner, this way. Come on, heel. I'm not going much farther. Back this way is where you'll notice his vest isn't on. Like he's out. I got him out to play right now. But if I need him to work, I say a couple things and he snaps right into it. But right now he's not. He's off leash, no vest. It's just fun times for him. Let's check out what this is. This looks like a lot of. Looks like there's some impressions in here. It's hard to say. I mean, that could be a very, very large impression. Some X right here. And then over here is what I was looking at. Oh, shit, you know what this is? There's like a short called like Bigfoot Sitting on the Side of the Hill, where I was down there at the bottom of the hill and I was filming up here. And I always wondered what was up here that I was looking at from down there. And here it is. Here's the setup right here. I don't really know how well it came out. We got mixed reviews on that one. Usually anytime the YouTube shares out the stuff to the point where it's not our everyday people, it'll get mixed reviews, nasty comments, shit like that, but I don't indulge it. I honestly, I feel bad for some people like that because they're stuck. You know what I mean? They're stuck. They're stuck in a mindset that's... It's... I don't know. I don't know how to put it, really. I just feel bad. People think I get mad anymore, like, stuff they say, like, I don't get mad. I could get very mad, I could get very even, very fast. It's so pointless. I'd much rather just, if you're looking for the help, I'll help, but if they're not, it's just time to excommunicate them and deal with deal with it that way. And then for those who do want it, I'd rather invest my time in that. I know this might upset some people, but if you're out there trying to prove Sasquatch's existence to the world, you're putting yourself in a position where you're never gonna win. You're never gonna meet that goal. And I apologize for being such it might sound like I'm being negative, but you're never gonna meet that goal. And it's not because of the things that you have aren't worthy or the things that you could do aren't worthy. It's not that. We're up against too much right now. Set your goals smaller, set your groups smaller, whatever. Or just don't have, if you do want to prove it to the world and that's where you want to set your bar, and then just don't, if your expectations aren't met, don't let yourself get upset about it. I can literally watch Sasquatch bend this tree over, tuck it under that log, and then tell somebody that I saw it. Best chance is 50% of people are going to agree. It don't matter if I saw it. Don't matter. I could film it. I could film it happen right now. Still, probably about 50% at best. We're going to believe that it happened. I had a guy tell me, I was there, I was looking at this was looking at this Sasquatch. I interacted with it for a long time on a live stream. Other people were there. Other people know what happened. Another Bigfoot channel said it was a statue. It could be a statue. I started to get insulted, and I was like, damn. Like, started to get mad, and I was like, damn. Like, that sucks. That sucks. Now, there's some things I see, and I'm like, no, that's no good. Or that's not real or whatever, but that's because somebody might ask my opinion on it. Just straight up, that's all they ask me. Real or fake. And I'll give you what I think over it, but that's it. That's all it is. It's just an opinion based off the way it looks. But if you have a channel based on looking into things, like, I'm friends with people who do investigative journalism for that's what they do. That's what their channels are based on. They do it in the Bigfoot world. They do it in ufology. These are real legit guys. Like, they do investigative journalism to the point where there are deep facts, documents pulled, officials spoken to, all sorts of shit. It's not just like, oh, I think, or that's bullshit because I want to stomp my feet, have a little tantrum. Look at this! Booyakasha! Bubba! Man, I couldn't have found this place if I tried. Thank you, bub. It's gotta be with us. It's gotta be with us. I couldn't have found this big blind that fast if I tried. It looks a little different because it's winter and there's no leaves on it. What the hell is that? Hear it? Whoa. You hear it? I heard it once. Like that. Sorry, it came from up there, over this hill. Just look at this, man. Look at how many trees are bent to go into this. For those of you who are going to ask me, is this a portal area? Absolutely. 110%. Charging station, portal. Yes, both things. 1, 2. Where's the other ones? 3, 4. There are so many. I'm probably missing more. Oh, there's a huge ground X now. Look how fresh that is. Look, that's... So you know they've been here recently. Look. Look at that. That big old tree was dragged there. Look how fresh that light colored wood is at the bottom. And they made a ground X right there. There's peanut butter on the ground. That's definitely me. Or Brian. Brian's been here. I don't know if Rob's been back here. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, there goes sirens. Even the little ones go into it. I have sat here. I have climbed up this tree and sat up in there. Let me just tell you. When I tell you guys, I've sat up there. Look at the way those things bend in. I mean, come on. That is gorgeous. Look how far away those trees are. They have no business going all the way over here. None. Look how far away they are. 10, 15 feet away. Amazing. Amazing. I love every bit of it. When I tell you guys to go sit up here and sit on the edge of a structure and hang out, and you can feel them coming in and feel their presence and their energy, and you'll hear them. Shut your eyes. That's a good way to do it too. They'll do a lot when your eyes are closed. You'll feel a lot more because you won't be looking for things. You won't be distracted. What's he doing? Come here, you. Anyway, look at that moon. You gotta wonder if the moon has any... We always talk about how the sunlight beams in, and you gotta wonder, I mean, the moon is able to change tides. You know, I wonder how much effect the moon plays in this stuff too, the moon's energy. That's a good question to come up on next, huh? Let's do that. Hold me accountable on that one, guys, and let's see what we can get. I can't promise anything, but I think I found my next question is gonna be. Take a closer look inside, and then we gotta get out of here. I don't want to get too close because I don't like to step on things, mess anything up that might... Yeah, hey, that goes for you too. Come here. Gunner, heel. Gunner, heel. Jesus. Get out of there. Get me messed up, man. If you get picked up and thrown across the woods, say I didn't tell you so. Yeah, I'm glad we made it here, but we gotta get the hell out of here, guys. It's gonna get dark fast. It's already past sunset. It's just, we still have some residual sunlight coming off the top. I think this might be what's called the golden hour. You see why? Blue hour is the morning. That's one of my favorite times by far. Reason being, you have nocturnal animals and beings that will start to come out, and as well you have the ability to see some stuff because there's a little bit of sunlight. Gunner! Gunner, heel. Let's go. We gotta make our way out, bud. Whoa. What the hell? That is a military plane. It's not a C-130. It's not that big. It looks old. Looks old. I heard it before I saw it. It did the old diesel stall out. Sounded like it was shooting. Sounded like it was shooting. Come on, you. See, look at this. This is how you know this is fresh, because it's on the trail. This goes over the trail, look. So let's take a good look at it real quick. Look at these. These are broke here. That tree is now over here. It's a pretty far jump, but it's plausible. Comes across the trail. This is one way that they're able to cross the trail without being seen, is they set this shit up. They come back and forth, no problem. This trail don't mean nothing to them, but whatever. That tree back there is broke. It is broke to come down and connect into all this stuff. Look at this. Look how hard this one is bent. Look at this. Look, this didn't come down and bring that down. This giant tree. Look how heavy that thing is. Look at the stress at the bottom. You see how much stress was put on it? Look at that. Tucked under. Let's get to it. Let's look at it. Comes down. Look at that. That part is bent behind there. Look at how all this is done. You see how it's all interweaving? This is not just something that just naturally happened where it just fell. This fell and took it down. It's all interwoven in there. Sorry guys, if that was supposed to be there. Alright. Shit, this is cool. The dog might have did that. Come on, you. You hear that? That's not a siren. Woo woo! From the same spot. Come on. I wonder if they were trying to appeal to him. They do it in the backyard quite a bit. Especially if I'm asleep, they'll get his attention somehow. The other night I was falling asleep and I was damn near out of it, and on the window was doom. It was 3 very, very rapid and stern. I won't say loud, but I mean, it was stern to the point where it made me jolt back up. To the point where I got dressed and he was at the door already. By the time I stood up and figured out that something knocked on the window, he was already at the door just staring at it, sitting there staring at it. Why is he running that way, see? They're supposed to go out that way. That was where all my intentions were. I gotta be careful in here, because I know for a fact they got a few setups in here. So while I waste my time looking at the ground and not trying to step on things and interconnected stuff, I try to keep the camera up and somewhat zoomed so you guys can pick up anything that might be there. I see photography, like guys in the woods that video or photograph, whatever, but they spend so much time looking at the ground. And it's not a bad thing, it's just a habit that can be broken. I get why they're looking at the ground. They're looking for prints usually, looking where they're going. But if you do find the footprint as you're walking and you're aiming up, then just look down. And when you find it, put the camera down then. There's a lot more going on around us that we miss because we're looking down. Come here. Gunner, heel. We're not going that way. You already took me that way once. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much. Suburban Sasquatch sounds for real. It's annoying to me because I come out into the woods and then it just happens to be, I don't want to sound like an asshole because there was obviously an emergency out there I wasn't part of, and that's a blessing. And it's sad because somebody else is in an emergency situation where they needed emergency help. But what I'm saying is when I go out in the woods and there's a lot of noise that emanates from the outside in, but the only upside to it was that the suburban Sasquatch were able to utilize all that ambient noise to communicate and make noise. Whether they were communicating with us or not, I don't see why not. I don't see what else they would have been doing it for. I mean, their telepathic skills are honed in very, very well. So, see, it goes all the way down there. We found out one day how far it really goes, and then we still didn't even finish it. It goes all the way down that way. That right there is where sketchy stuff happens after dark. I always end up on that trail, and it's high walls on both sides. Well, that drops up, but regardless, there's high bushes on this side, and then the drop off, and then there's a high bushes on this side that go up. Gunner, heel! Gunner, heel! Heel! Gunner, heel! I guess I just... Can't believe it. Can't believe it found my way out. It's gotta be him. Good luck, John. Thank you, buddy. See, we came down into this valley and went back up the other side. And then there's power lines back there. Behind that big nest or whatever line that we found, there's power lines, a really good long one. Then there's woods on the other side too that keep cascading up. It's a whole nother pretty much nature preserve too on that side. I think it's a preserve, and I've been there once or twice. First time it was like, what the hell is that? Looks like there's some lights in there. It's weird. It's definitely people or a person, you know, person-made lights. What the hell is the word I'm looking for? Man-made. Yeah, I got ticks all over me one day, and then I returned another time. Oh, he got ticks all over him too. So I went back alone one day. It took me like a long time to go back, and I went back, and it was winter, I guess, probably because I didn't want to deal with the ticks there because they were so bad. And I went back because I was like, yo, that place is awesome. Nobody was going in there. It looked like it was never touched by anybody. Second time, there was, I didn't even know they made that many colored shotgun shells. I had never, it's on video somewhere, but there was so many shotgun shells. It was insanity. Yeah, I think we'll simply call this Bigfoot Speaks and Throws Rocks Part 2. There was no rock throwing, but that way we'll know that this one kind of had some vocals in it and that it coincided with the other one. Again, guys, if you're just getting here and you're confused and you've made it this far through this video by chance, right now we are doing what I call suburban squatching. We're on Long Island. Not all the time are we out in the middle of the woods on Long Island. Sometimes we are. This is a wooded area very, very heavily, but there's also a road down the middle of it. There's woods on both sides. What? What happened? What'd you get all excited for? So there's a road down the middle. So there's quite a bit of noise. There's a main highway about a mile that way. Some office buildings about a mile and a half that way. Could get quite loud at certain times. Some big ass water factory thing over here, about a mile that way. I'm giving or take. I don't know how far it is. So, then also we're in the Catskills, in the mountains. So sometimes we're somewhere else too. But you know, whatever. I try to put in the hashtags at the bottom, kind of where we are. So if you see an LIB or a Long Island, that's where we are. If you see a Catskills or mountains or whatever, that's where we are. I have the high-powered flashlight. It's about all I got with me right now. But it doesn't look like we needed it. Very close to the exit. I could see headlights going by. So yeah, there we go. See, like the Alpha area. This is Setauket tribe section. That's where we are. So I mean, granted, it's a huge area, but just figured I'd drop that in there. I was gonna do a short about this. Maybe I still will, because some people don't find their way to this far. How weird is this shit? Gunner Hill! Gunner Hill! Cakes. Mussel shells. Oranges. Some of this is the stuff we were just talking about. I was talking about oranges with some of you yesterday. I was talking about mussels and seashells with some of you yesterday. Like, there's cake. It looks like there's lettuce. There's cabbage. There's like a caravan of people coming now. It's crazy. Alright. So you see what I mean though, right? Like, that, like, just that bunch of people that drove down this road all of a sudden, just because it's rush hour. Around here, this is it's like almost 6 o'clock, so everybody's going home. Now, it's probably only after 5:15 maybe. Well, whatever. At certain times of day, this road is desolate, but when the highways are packed, a lot of people will start to fly down here too. They find alternate routes, or they know an alternate route because they live over here, etc., etc. Gunner Heel. Alright, well that's that, guys. Thought this rock was pretty cool, but then somebody spray painted the shit out of it. Gunner Heel. So, whatever, it is what it is. Alright, let me get him in the car safely as people are flying.